YouTube. If you've been following me, you know that I've been enjoying the game The Surge, as I'm on my third playthrough, but I've got a few things that would make the game a little bit better. Here's my top 5. Let's start off with my biggest problem with the game. The game does not feature a character customization option. Instead, we're handed Warren. Warren is a protagonist and a hero in The Surge. I wouldn't have a problem with playing as Warren, if I cared about him, which I don't. Who is this guy? Why is he here? The game starts with him in a wheelchair and getting a job at Creo, where mechanic implants have given him the ability to walk again. Why was he in a wheelchair? I have no empathy for our hero. I wish that by choosing to not allow us to create our own hero, Deck 13 would have at least given us a reason to care. A backstory, a connection to something. With creating your own character comes my second improvement, PvP and co-op content. I know that Deck 13 put all of their effort into a single player game, and I appreciate that. Imagine how awesome it would be if you could go one-on-one against another hero of Creo. This would only work if we had individual characters to battle each other. On the other side, they could make content to cater for co-op play. Make enemies and bosses harder. Both of these could offer better loot, better rewards for playing online. Having this online feature would make more unpredictable gameplay and more replayability. Thirdly is a feature in the game that annoys the hell out of me, being able to store your scrap at the medbay. This feature makes me feel less worried about going out and fighting enemies. I know that if I die, I still have all that scrap in my bank. Why is this even a feature? I have no fear of dying and losing scrap. If I've been out fighting for a long time and acquired a mass amount of scrap, I know that I can just go to the medbay and store it all. No risk. I feel that this is holding my hand through the entire game. Even if they remove the bank system in New Game Plus to make it harder, I just feel this whole system is not even needed. Next I want to talk about the weapons and armor in the game. You have the gear you like and you upgrade it. I played through the game start to finish twice in the exact same loadout, just upgrading the gear as I went along. I wish the armor was more in depth. I want to loot or craft the same leg piece, but it can have different properties, such as increased damage or reduced stamina use. There is not a huge range of gear to choose from. Yeah, you can mix and match, which is what I did, but I was never trying to find a great set, never trying to find the best gear that suited my playstyle. I just continued to upgrade my gear that I had equipped, and it always did the job. If there was more choice in armor types or attributes, you wouldn't need to have so many upgrades either. It's crazy that I can clear a whole section without upgrading my gear. Then by the time I get to the next section, I need to skip an upgrade level. The upgrade levels are a bit of overkill and unnecessary. My last bone to pick with the Surge is the items in the game. I'll start with the upgrade components. I'm currently in New Game Plus, so my inventory is chock full of components as low as level 1 that I'll never use. I wouldn't have this problem if I could upgrade my components, which I can't. I would love to take all my low level components and turn them into higher levels so I can use them. I'm not even given the option to break them down into scrap, or even get rid of them. Next there's the consumables tab. Why do we have a consumables tab when we have injectables as part of our implants? The only consumable I have is the different size scrap boxes. I think these items should be scrapped altogether, or change some of the injectables to make them consumables. You could even allocate them to a hotkey. Simple. Besides these 5 things, I actually really did enjoy the game. If you can think of any other changes that can be made to improve the game, I would love to hear them in the comments. As always, like this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you later. Frosty out.